121 new homes went under contract in Parrish, Florida over the last month. 143 new construction homes sold in Parrish, Florida. There's 290 active listings, that's for resale homes, of which 54 were pulled from the market, whether they were expired, withdrawn, or canceled. And so far for the year, the tally of total new construction homes that has sold this year is 1,471. We've got 2 more months. So we're approaching 16 or 1,700 brand new homes built and sold in Parrish, Florida this year for the year of 2025. So in this video, we're gonna do what we do once a month. We're gonna cover all the real estate stats for Parrish, Florida. That'll be for new and resale. We will cover the new and resale housing market in Parrish, Florida, and we'll do that by looking at the MLS numbers, the NAR, National Association of Realtors, and the Florida Realtor numbers. We'll start here with the NAR numbers. First thing I want to point out, when I pull up the months of inventory for NAR, this is a look at September. And then when we look at the median estimated value, those will be for last month, for the month of October. September will be updated here in a couple weeks to get the most accurate months of inventory. We're going to do this segment, like I said, on the Florida Realtor numbers, and that'll give us a pretty good look at months of inventory for the month of October. So yeah, the first slide we're going to look at is NAR months of inventory in Parrish, Florida, 3.44 months of inventory. Do want to point something out. When I look back 5 months at the height of inventory on the market for Parrish, Florida, there was 5 months of inventory going back to May. So that's a huge decline. Things are looking really good. When it comes to people competing with each other to sell their homes, that number's going down. Months of inventory is going down. Median estimated value $448,000. Again, for Parrish, that is for the month of October. That's down 0.6% month over month. That's down 5.2% year over year. Last month when I did this video, median estimated value for Parrish, Florida was down 6.7%. Now we're down to 5.2%. So I want to point something out. When we look at the median estimated value for the year, we're doing a year over year look to the month. So we're looking at the month of October, but we're going back a full year to get that comparison. Home values are down just over 5% compared to October of 2024. Last month, it was down 6.7%. That was down 6.7% in comparison to the month of September of 2025. Let's turn this way. We'll go up a trail. We're in Harrison Ranch, really pretty place. So anyways, guys, we're looking at the month. How do we get that difference? A roughly 5% decline versus a roughly 7%. It's because going back a year, September to October of 2024, home values went down. Median estimated value went down 2.3% in that 1 month, going back 1 year. So I hope that makes sense. Right now we're down 5.2% year over year, whereas last month we were down about 6.7% year over year. You look at that median estimated value. What does that mean exactly? What does that mean to you if you're a homeowner? What does that mean to you if you're a home buyer? The median is the middle point of all homes in Parrish, Florida. So the median estimated value is ticking down. Based on that middle point, how does that convert into home values for you as a homeowner again, or for those people buying? What I did is I went into the MLS. I pulled homes that were built and sold in the year 2023, and that those homeowners owned the house for a short period of time. They put the house on the market for sale this year in 2025. And what I found pretty consistently, not exactly and not every single time, home values on those homes were 10% under. The sales price of those homes were 10% under what those homeowners purchased and paid for those homes in 2023. So what I'm seeing, at least over 2 years, is home values are down about 10%. And again, that was pretty consistently. Homes that maybe added a swimming pool or did significant upgrades, those aren't good examples. What I did was I pulled homes that weren't modified, that weren't upgraded after purchase, and that was pretty darn consistent. Home values are down about 10% on those example listings that I pulled. Going back to the tip top of the market, what I'm seeing is that home values are down about 15% when I do a comparison of homes that sold about 4 years ago And those homes that are selling today, they're selling for about a 15% discount compared to what they sold for just a few years ago. I do appreciate each and every one of you who watch this and appreciate this information. I've had a conversation with a sales rep at a builder a few days ago, I don't know, really about a few weeks ago. And he said, Josh, why do you do that? Why do you put Parrish in a bad light? Why would you bring maybe depreciating values to the light and put that out there when you're a realtor? You should be putting Parrish in the good light. You guys, I'm trying to bring you just the most honest, real data that's out there. All this information is out there. If you want it, you can find it. I'm just bringing it. I'm stating it the way it is. Is it a good time to buy? I think we may be at the bottom. I don't know. It's going to happen. I've been a realtor and investor for over 20 years, and I did this through 2008. I was investing in homes, and at that time, at about 2000, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, I was flipping homes. Each and every single home that I flipped, I swore I was going to keep as a rental, and I didn't. I always sold them because I was waiting for the bottom of the market, the real estate market. I'm going to buy and hold, and I never did because I was always waiting for the bottom of the market. You cannot time it. So I don't think now is a bad time to purchase a home in Parrish, Florida. Home values are down about 10, 15% from the top of the market. Interest rates are going down, and we don't know when the bottom is. Things are looking really good for buyers right now. So I don't think I'm putting Parrish in bad light by posting these videos. As always, you guys, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. If you get any value out of these, please do subscribe. Here's my phone number. If you have any questions, please give me a call. Let's go back into the numbers. This is Lakewood Ranch. Lakewood Ranch, according to NAR, for the month of September, there is 4.3 months of inventory. Going back a year, there was 5.19 months of inventory. So things are actually looking good. Median estimated value, $621,000. And that's down 0.6% month over month, down 2.6% year over year. Here is Bradenton. There is 5.56 months of inventory. And median estimated value is flat. It did not change month over month. Year over year, it's down 5.2%. Here's Sarasota. There's 5.89 months of inventory on the market 1 year ago. It's pretty flat. There was 5.43 months of inventory on the market there. Median estimated value went down 0.4%. Year over year, it's down 5.43%. This here is for Venice. Months of inventory in Venice. Venice is really looking a whole lot better. There's only 4.87 months of inventory on the market in Venice. That was 5.32 months of inventory a year ago. But you guys, going back to March of this year, there was 9.23 months of inventory in Venice. So homes are being taken off the market, be it they sold or homeowners are just pulling their listings. That's going to be really good for the homeowners there. Just much less competition. Median estimated value actually went up 0.3% in Venice this last month. It's down year over year 7.11%, and last month it was down 8.94%. This slide here, so Ellerton, that market's changing. Months of inventory, 10.12 months of inventory. 1 year ago, there was only 4.7 months of inventory on the market there, so that is skyrocketing. Median estimated value actually went up 0.6%, and that's home values there are actually down 7.2% year over year. Last month that was down 8.4%. Moving along to Florida Realtor numbers. These are all Florida Realtor numbers, and what we're looking at is a comparison of Parrish, Florida for September of 2025 compared to 2024 and the differences between those 2 years and months. So closed sales, you guys, September of 2025, 181 homes sold in Parrish, Florida. In the month of September, again, 2025, that's up 44% almost, because last year there was only 126 sales. That's huge difference. Parrish is on the maps. Everybody knows about Parrish now. Median sales price, according to Florida Realtors, is down 4.1% year over year for the month. And then we'll look at the average sales price, which is also down about 4%. That's 4.4%. Dollar volume is up 37%. If we're selling more homes in Parrish, Florida, then the dollar volume is going to go up. That only makes sense. Median percent of original ask price is 94.2%. So homes are selling, according to Florida Realtors, for 94% of the original ask price. That's for new and resale homes. We'll take a look at that in the MLS here in a moment. That's a really cool number to look at, and MLS does a really good job of differentiating between new and resale homes. Then we will take a look at the median time to contract. So from the time the house is put on the market to the time that it takes for the house to actually go under contract is up 27%. That's substantial. And so is the median time to sell, which is up 22%. That's substantial, guys, but considering we're going into the holidays, I don't think that's actually a bad number at all. I don't think it's indicative to anything that we're taking a look at here. New listings added to the market is up 4.3%. That's not substantial. That's not a big deal. Pending inventory. Okay, this is worth looking at. Pending inventory is 221 in the year of 2025. In 2024, it was 244. So we're actually seeing fewer homes go under contract right now than we did a year ago, and that does not align with the previous stats that we looked at, considering more homes were selling and the volume of dollar value of homes selling in Parrish, Florida. That's not lined up. So I think over the next couple months, especially again through these holiday months, we're actually going to see fewer homes sell than we did 1 year ago. That's just not in line with what we were seeing. Otherwise, active inventory, we are up to 544 active homes. That's for resale and new construction homes. 1 year ago, it was 569. So that's actually down 4.4% year over year. Not a huge number, but it's interesting because Parrish is growing, yet there's fewer homes on the market now than there was a year ago. Builders are just building fewer homes, and I think we're seeing more resale homes taken off the market for the season than we did a year ago. And then months of supply, according to Florida Realtors, we're at 3.2 months of supply. And year over year, last year, according to Florida Realtors, there was 3.8 months of supply. Now we will hop into the MLS data. I like the MLS data the best, you guys, because we can differentiate between new homes and resale homes. Parrish is such a growing town. Over half the market is new construction. So it's really two different markets, new and resale. So active number of listings on the market for the month of October. Resale in Parrish, Florida is 303. Last month it was 305, so not a huge change. Going all the way back to March, there was 419 resale homes on the market, which makes sense. That's the spring season. That's when people list to sell their homes, and now we're in the holiday season. So people are pulling their listings. New construction, there's 336 new homes currently on the market, or at least for last month, and that's down again from March where there was 423. Next one we'll take a look at is continuous days on market. This is really a very important number because the longer it takes for a house to sell, the more likely it is that that home is going to do price drops, and then we get that depreciating value. So we went from continuous days on market, you guys, it's collapsing, 61 days. It's taken 61 days for a home to go under contract and sell. Last August, so just a couple months ago, it was 105 days. It took 105 days for those homes to sell. So that's a huge improvement. This last month, we saw median estimated value go down 0.6%. If we can keep that 61 days, we're not going to see that. We're not going to see values go down. And then for new construction, we've got 56 days, continuous days on market. That's down from 66. So those numbers are actually looking really good for both resale and new homes. Here's the closed price to original price ratio. First one we'll take a look at is resale homes, and then we'll look at new. Love these numbers. This shows us what percentage homes are selling for compared to what they were originally listed at. And we're seeing some pretty good improvements for resale homes. Last month, homes sold for 94.3% of the original ask price. You guys, just 1 month ago, that was 90.8%. So the numbers that we got this month for median estimated value was a negative number, down 0.6%. Now homes are selling for 94.3%. So next month we may see a little bit of median estimated value go change in the negative, go down, but it's not going to be as much as this last month. And then for new construction, news looking really good, as homes are selling for 96.7% of the original ask price. It's not 100%, but it's getting there because it was 94.2% in September. New was at 92.5% back in November of 2024, and that's actually when we saw builders start to do price drops on a lot of homes. We'll take a glance at this one real quick. Expired listings. We touched on withdrawn, canceled, and expireds. The difference is expireds are listings that ran the full contract with their realtor, right? So a realtor like me had a listing and they tried to sell the house for 6 months or whatever the time frame was, and it didn't sell, and these just expired. They were pulled from the market because they expired. So for the month, there was 17, which isn't horrible because last month there was 21. So that's a little bit better. Coming up is number of sales for the month of October. Resale, 68 resale homes sold in the month of October in Parrish, Florida. You guys, October of 2024, there was only 44. So more resale homes are selling in Parrish, Florida in comparison year over year. And then we'll look at new construction. New construction keeps blowing my mind. Parrish is just growing, and it's growing at a faster pace. This is proof right here. New 128 new construction homes sold in Parrish, Florida. Compare that to last year, there was only 68. So September, June, and now October, we're seeing almost a doubling of the number of new homes that sold year over year in comparison for the month of these 2 different years. Huge. Parrish is growing, and it's growing faster and faster. The pace is speeding up. Sales price, median. So the median sales price for the month of October in Parrish resale was $400,000 even. It was $412,000 1 month ago. And then December of 2024, you can see it here on the graph, 507. We had an anomaly where homes were selling the median estimated value median sales price at 507, and it's gone down since then. A little bit volatile, up and down, pretty steadily down though. And then for new construction, median sales price was 382, which is pretty flat all year long. A quick look at Harrison Ranch, one of the ponds. You guys, this is just a really pretty neighborhood. If you're looking for a home in Parrish, Florida, make sure you swing by through here. It's a resale market or neighborhood where homes are maybe 15 years old, but really pretty, very well done neighborhood. Lots of ponds, lots of trails. That's what I'm walking on today. Let me adjust this here real quick. Anyway, yeah, very pretty neighborhood. I love the trails here. Very well set up. Got some nice amenities as well. So here we have the sold price per square foot ratio for resale. Love this number. If home values are going down, your price per square foot is going to go down. Home values going up, price per square foot is going up. So I love this number. It does not lie. Resale for last month, resale home sold for $214 per square foot. That was $219 in September. It was $214 in August. It's really been flat for the last 3 months, and that topped out at $245 back in May. It's kind of gone downward since then. And now we'll take a look at the new sold price per square foot ratio. October was $193. September was $196. August was $196, and it's pretty much settling in right there at the mid 190s. It did slowly go up from February, where it bottomed out at 184, went up just slightly, and then it's just kind of leveled off since. Throw this one in here real quick. I wanted to take a look and see if there were different neighborhoods where the homes were being pulled from the market regarding the expired, canceled, and withdrawns. Here it is. It doesn't look like there's any rhyme or reason. They're just being pulled neighborhood by neighborhood throughout Parrish, Florida. I always like to cap off the video by picking on the neighborhoods. I like to find the neighborhoods where homes aren't selling. As I went through and I looked at all the neighborhoods, what I found is we're moving into the slow season. We're moving into the holidays. Homes aren't selling right now. Almost neighborhood by neighborhood, every single one of them do not look good. There's not many homes under contract. Let's take a look. This first one is Twin Rivers. Twin Rivers, an upscale neighborhood, big lots, big homes. 90% of all the homes in here have swimming pools. The kind of neighborhood where you get price drops. If you get price drops, they're significant. I actually saw a couple in here, upwards of $400,000. So Twin Rivers, 23 homes on the market, 2 pending. Only 2 homes are under contract. This one's Aviary, 9 homes on the market, only 1 is under contract. I've been tracking that neighborhood very, very closely. 1 home's gone under contract. 1 resale home has gone under contract in Aviary over the last 3 weeks. By the way, all these neighborhoods, all these homes are for resale. These numbers are for resale homes only. Canoe Creek, 22 homes on the market, 4 pending. Del Webb Bayview and Isles at Bayview, I combine these, 24 homes on the market, pending. Summer Woods, 22 on the market, 3 pending. North River Ranch, 19 on the market, pending, or under contract. When I say pending, that's pending contract or under contract. And then we'll take a look at Silverleaf. So we just went through a list of all these neighborhoods. None of them look good. Tons of homes on the market. Not a whole lot of them are selling or are under contract. And then we'll take a look at Silverleaf. Of all things, Silverleaf got blown up this year, but Silverleaf had some correcting to do. I'm seeing the homes that are listed in Silverleaf now are very well priced relative to what they were priced at just a few months ago. But Silverleaf, 25 homes on the market, 9 of which are now under contract. But again, that's after they went through a really good price correction. Let's cap off this video here, you guys. Harrison Ranch is beautiful. This neighborhood's great. If you have any questions, reach out. Here's my phone number. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. I'm a Parrish Realtor, and I appreciate you. Thanks.